It's time to dish with D. That's me. I'm vlogging from the car. But I wanted to come on today and talk about January's coming, and that's a huge time for people to rethink their weight loss journey. It just always has been. It's like the new year, we always just want to try again. So with that being said, there's going to be a big influx of people trying new programs and new ways of eating and yada, yada, yada. It's the nature of the beast. It's every January. I mean, our Weight Watchers meeting would always be crowded on January, the first week, because that's the week that people really start to think about it. Some people last a while, some people it'll last a few weeks, but I'm hoping if you're here for the first time that you stay a lot longer than that, because there's a lot to do. There's lots to do. And I came up with an acronym for the new way of lifestyle, or the new year. I'm calling it CARE, because we need to start caring about ourselves, because we put everybody else first. We always, as moms especially, we always put the husband, the kids, even the dog, at least I probably do, in front of ourselves. And we need to start moving ourselves up on the rungs. I get that those people need attention, but so do we, because we wouldn't have gotten where we are without some attention. We wouldn't have maybe let things go so bad if we didn't pay more attention, especially in the last year with COVID. It's been really crappy, and some people have found solace in food. I totally understand that. Food is very comforting. It is very comforting to the soul sometimes. Sometimes you feel bad about it afterwards, but that's in the past. We have to look forward. We can't keep thinking about the mistakes we've made. You can't, because it's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to make things better by keep rehashing. What we need to do is we're starting anew, as usual, as when January rolls. It's inevitable. It is, people set resolutions, they set goals, they set challenges, they set things. So whatever you do to reset the year, then you do that. I'm not a resolution maker. I'm not a goal maker. I do like to set ideas for myself, and hopefully they'll stick. Some do, most don't. But you know what? All we can do is try. You know what? I could just try. I can't expect things, just because things are great in theory, doesn't always work in your life. And that's how, what? We're all different. We all find what works for us. I fly by the seat of my pants for mostly everything. Just how I've always been, especially cooking. That's why I don't plan. I try. I buy all the bells. You can buy all the bells and whistles. Doesn't mean you're gonna do it. It doesn't. It's just whatever, but you find what works for you. So back to CARE. That is my acronym for this, coming year. You're gonna see a lot. I'm gonna try to put that in my thumbnail. I'm gonna try to make a cute little thing and put it in my thumbnail. CARE. That is, it's kind of like my base for a lifestyle that we're choosing. CARE. C, commit. Commit to a program or a lifestyle that works for you, whether that be Weight Watchers, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian. I don't even know what half of these mean. What is that? It'll come to me. There's just intermittent fasting, any of those things that you think works for you, then try it. I'm a person that just wants to be regular and normal. I don't want to do anything special, because honestly, you're not going to stick with it for the rest of your life. You're just not. So why not just get your body used to a normal existence? But if you want to try those things, I'm not going to judge you, but you need to do what works best for you. But commit to something. Commit to some sort of lifestyle change, a program. Like I said, you have to commit fully. You can't, I'm going to do Weight Watchers. I'm going to do paleo. But do it. Don't just say you're going to do it, and when you go and you do it, you really give it an effort. Don't sit there, I'm going to skip for this meal. I'll get back to it for lunch. I'm not going to worry about it. You have to commit it for 3 meals a day. And you know what? Eventually, it will work. It will kick in and it will become routine, but you have to put the work in. All of this takes you putting the work in. I'm not going to sit there and tell you any of this is easy, because it's not. You want a better lifestyle, you want a better waistline, you got to work for it. That's the bottom line. It's not going to be given to you or handed to you. You have to work for it. And some days are painful. Some days you want to cry. Some days I have. And you know what? It's okay. You're better for it, and you will. So let's get to the rest. A, in care. Ask yourself why. Why do I want to do this? Is it health reasons? Is it your family? Is it like bad medical history in your family? Why? Ask yourself, why do I want to change my lifestyle? What's wrong with my lifestyle? Why do I need to change it? Is it my size 24 jeans? Is it, the fact that I get out of breath when I walk to the steps? Why? Is it my doctor telling me my blood sugars are off the freaking wall? Why? Is it the fact that my blood pressure, I'm on 14 medications? Those are the reasons that you want to change or do better. We don't want to change it because we kind of like who we are, but you need to change certain things in your life. So you have to ask yourself, why do I want to do this? And remember that, because that is the cusp for why you do anything. That is what keeps you on there. If you're having a bad day, remember that. Why am I here? Ask yourself again, why am I doing this? And you'll answer that. And then hopefully you'll reel yourself back in. R, reimagine your foods to fit your lifestyle. Rethink how life should be. Rethink how you look at the weight loss program. Reimagine your chicken parmesan. Yeah, it's not fried, but it's air fried, and it's just as stinking good as it was when it was deep fried. Don't knock foods that you haven't tried yet. Rethink them. Like I always sit there and people, I throw these recipes out there. I sit there and I contemplate, how can I make this? Because I need cake. That's just a given. I need cake. So how can I reimagine that cake to fit into this lifestyle? I sit down, I work it out, and it fits. And it's pretty gosh darn good, I will say that. You have to rethink. This is not your grandmother's, lifestyle. These lifestyles, I'm having cake on a weight loss journey. Yes, and I'm enjoying it because you have to fit in food you love. Because if you don't, you will not succeed, because you will be sitting there feeling deprived and depressed and and when you have that it just builds and builds and builds, and then you go ape shit on something that you really shouldn't have because you've denied yourself something that's totally simple. E, which kind of goes into R, enjoy. You have to love and enjoy what you're eating, because if you don't, you're not going to want to eat it, and you're going to sit there feeling sorry for yourself because you're eating salad all the time. I don't hardly ever eat salad. Honestly, I hardly ever eat salad. I do. Or you're eating grilled chicken and steamed broccoli. Again, I very rarely eat grilled chicken and steamed broccoli. I'm eating breaded chicken that I've cooked in the oven. I'm eating beautiful sauteed broccoli with a little bit of a kicky sauce on top. You have to sit there again, and it goes back to work. You have to sit there. You have a recipe builder on any app you have. There's always one to help you build a recipe, whether it's calories, points, whatevs. You can build it. You have to make this you can't, I would love to hand you everything, but honestly, I would, but you're not going to learn anything. And the only way that you can progress is learning. It's like when you're in school, we send our kids to school to learn, to progress. Well, we in our journey, we have to learn too. You can't keep having things, hand me this recipe. What? You have to sit there. There's cookbooks, there's websites. There's so many resources at your fingertips. Go in there, make yourself something that you love. What is your favorite recipe? Chicken scallopini or something. Go in there, and if you can't find one already done, you could do it yourself and just swap out a few key ingredients. And sometimes, you know what? Yeah, maybe don't. Another big tip was I think I'm here and there, but not everything has to be 0 points. We get points daily for a reason. Use them. I like to divide them up into sections for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dinner being the most, and sometimes I save a little for dessert, because sometimes you need a little something. Not gonna lie, sometimes you just do. Do it, break it that way. Give yourself 6 points for breakfast or 5 points for lunch, and like 12 to 13 points for dinner. And if you don't use them, you can bank them, but they're there. You have to utilize what's given to you. I don't like when people undercut themselves in points. I'm a big advocate of eating your daily points. Totally am. And I'm going to here and explain why. especially if you're just starting out, what did you start out as eating? Like, if you had to give yourself points, I would bet, I'll take me. I would bet I started off eating, before I started, I averaged probably a day, I'd say 75 to 80 points. So if I'm going down to 28, 25, that's a significant difference from what you used to eat. So why in the world are you going to 17? I don't understand that. You're given points. Use them. Fill them with recipes. Like, add a little bit of butter. Put a little olive oil in your salad dressing. Don't sit there and skip points because you have, because guess, let me tell you, here's a good tip. You're not going to eat that way forever. You're not. And when you go back to try and eat that way, let me know how it turns out, because your body's going to think, ooh, she's eating way too much. You have to eat healthy food. You have to eat what you're allotted. Let me tell you something, because there's days you're going to want to eat it. So if you start off with your allotted points, you will be 60. You will. Unless you want to get off, like, up 10 pounds quicker than somebody else, I wouldn't recommend that, because guess what? You're just going to be you're going to be here when we're all here eating way less than we are. And we're still losing, and you're here starving. I don't like to see people starving. And I know that's half the reason that they're hungry, because they don't want to use their points. 0 points does not mean 0 calories. I say that all the time. Just because there's something that says 0 calories, 0 points, no, it's not 0. We'll have a whole video on that if you'd like. But that is my care act, my care program. If you want to join the Dish with D community, you're more than welcome. I have a Facebook group. I go live. These are the points that I run home all the time. This is the things that, how I got through. I mean, hacks are a huge thing on my channel. If you see me make, donuts and smoothies, I make smoothies with a water enhancer. Why? Because it tastes good. And it's very low in point. And it gives me that, sometimes you need the taste of something. Like the pina colada smoothie, we'll take that one. It legit tastes like a pina colada. It does. And it's a great little snack in between. And if you wanted to add a little shot of, rum, there's so much room in there to do that. You have to find what you love, what works. And I'm all about trying to live as normal as I can with food that I love. I'm a sweet eater. I like to snack. And I do recommend fitting in snacks, like during the day, especially in the beginning. If you're hungry, like, I'm not sitting there telling you to use 20 points on a snack. But there are, like, fruit you could, like a piece of an apple or a banana to fit in during the day. I don't like to go in from one meal to the other starving, because starving Denise makes bad choices. So yes, absolutely. Fit in snacks. I have cute little bars on my channel. I have a pumpkin oatmeal. I have a pear and gingerbread one. They're like 1 point for the bar. They're really good. And it's a little something in your body. Keeps your metabolism up. A little 1 point snack. There's a little 1 point bags of pretzels, hummus. All those wonderful things are so good. So I'm going to leave that here, because we're vlogging tomorrow. So I don't want to give it all out today. But this is the beginning. And if you want to join, I would love to have you here on the team of Dish with D. That's me. So you can join my Facebook group. You can join my lives. I have a step club. What else do I have? I have a glam squad. We work out Monday through Friday on Zoom. You're more than welcome to come. None of this costs you anything. It's all totally free, because it doesn't cost me anything. Why should it cost you anything? So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you're in. Give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you as part of the subscribe team. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, let you know when I upload. I would love to have you part of the team. And we're going to do this. 2020 is going to be your year. 2020 was mine. I just want to hit a lifetime. But 2020 is going to be your year. And I'm going to be there to cheer your butt on. Let's do it.